I used to be embarrassed of messy moments, but this show has really taught me, like, own it.
Congrats on the show getting picked up for a second season. So much fun.
Thank you.
But there's still, I know, more from season 1. So Nicole, tell me what we can expect and what makes this show so much fun for you.
So I love the show just because it's called Messiness, and everyone knows I always own being messy, and it is what it is. So the fact that the show celebrates people being messy and we celebrate them just being hot messes, I'm obsessed with it. But also, like, I love my co-stars. Like, sometimes when you do a show and you meet your co-stars, you're like, oh, I don't know how it's gonna vibe. Like, it's gonna take a while to get to know them. We, like, hit it off like that, like we knew each other. So Tori, obviously, she's a queen. She's amazing, an icon. Adam is, like, the most talented person on the stage. And then Teddy's the funniest person I know. So I feel like us as a unit is just hysterical. We have the best time. And it doesn't feel like work. It just feels like it's a girls' night and we're just going over silly videos. But then, like, also relating, like, you know, our personal stories. Like, oh yeah, I've been there, I've done that. So I don't know. I feel like the show was made for me.
I love that. And you know, Tori, Nicole recently said that, you know, you can probably be your messy self when you're with her. Can you talk a little bit about your friendship and how does Nicole bring out that messy side of you?
Definitely. She empowers me to be myself. I mean, you know, we all have different sides to us, but sometimes, you know, you kind of lose that, especially in the public. You feel like you have to be a certain way, or your whole career you had to say certain things. And we just feel comfortable to say who we are. I mean, it's definitely a different side of me, but as Nicole knows, like, the side that comes out of me on Messiness is the real me. That's what exists in real life. So it's just a really supportive area, and it's something, like, it's my favorite job ever. Like, if I could do this for like 20 seasons, I would do Messiness.
Same.
Definitely. Nicole, what would you say is the most surprising thing that you learned about Tori?
That she's a hot mess like me. Because I always, like, you know, we've seen Tori in the tabloids, and I was like, all right, I don't know how she's gonna be. I didn't know if she was gonna be, like, stuck up because she's not 0210, like royalty. So I was like, oh, I don't know how she's gonna be. And then right when I met her, I was like, oh, best friends, totally comfortable, love her.
Yeah. Tori, what about you? What was the most surprising thing you learned about Nicole?
I mean, obviously I was a fan of Nicole's, so it's so funny. People don't know, like, people think, like, just because you're in the business forever and you're an actor, like, you don't get starstruck. Like, but I was totally starstruck and, like, intimidated because I was like, like, what if she doesn't like me? Like, I just, like, went back to high school because it's like, you know, I had my high school on TV with those people, and it's like I was entering a new high school. But, like, the minute we met in person, it was, like, meant to be. Yeah, I always say she's my soul sister, like, literally, like, my twin flame.
I love that. Obviously, the show is all about embracing life's messiest moments. How do you deal with those messy moments when it comes to your personal lives, Nicole?
I just go with the flow, drink some wine, breathe. Because life is messy. It could definitely get messier. But I just feel like I just go with the flow. It is what it is, moving on.
Definitely. Tori, how about you? How do you deal with those messy moments in your personal life?
I used to be embarrassed of messy moments, but this show has really taught me, like, own it, like, embrace it. Like, everyone has them. Like, you can't be scrutinized. Like, we're all humans. We all have messy moments. And this show is about finding the joy in those moments, because I feel like everyone's striving for perfection or to hide that, you know, like me right now, actually, like, hiding that, like, this is my perfect scenario. But if you turn the camera right now, my house is a hot mess, you know? It's about just, like, learning to enjoy those moments and own them.
Yeah. Is it ever tough going through messy moments when obviously both of your lives are so public? So is it tough to going through those messy moments in the public? Tori?
Definitely, because you feel to a certain degree that people just dictate what your life is, and they say what's happening. They are, like, telling what the narrative is, and you're like, this is so far-fetched. This is not what's going on. But sometimes we can't, you know, you don't want to add fuel to the fire, so you don't want to say anything. So, yeah, sometimes it's hard.
Yeah. Nicole?
Yeah, I mean, everybody has an opinion, but luckily I don't care what anybody thinks about me. So, yeah.
Have you both had messy mom moments lately?
Every day?
All the time. Yeah. Every day is a messy mom day.
Yeah. Is there anything off the top of your head? Obviously, there's a lot of messy moments going around now because we have the holidays coming up. The kids are like all schedules are all off, and kind of those messy tantrums happen right now too. Are you kind of dealing with that too?
I am literally not sleeping because I'm looking around. My 4-year-old is around here. The elves send me over the edge. Like, on the shelf, it's hard. And my kids, like, I tell them to go to bed, but they don't always go to bed. So I literally go to sleep in fear that I'm not going to wake up in the morning in time to do something and they'll be disappointed. So it's literally me at 4 a.m. creeping through the house being like, tell her that.
Yeah, I literally wake up like 10 minutes before my kids and I'm like, crap, I forgot to move the freaking elf. So yeah, it's crazy. And then sometimes they don't move and then I'm like, oh, they were tired.
Or so turn around on them. Did you touch them? Are you sure?
Right.
Yeah. It's so stressful. The elf is so stressful.
So stressful.
Elf game on Instagram from people. That's what's really like, I'm like, really? You have all that time to do all these amazing things?
Yeah, no.
My kids see it. They'll
Not
be like,
me.
look what her elf did. I'm like, well, her elf's amazing. I don't know.
Totally. Obviously, you guys are both, like I said, in the public a lot, and a lot of people have a lot to say. How do you both deal with the mom shamers and the haters? And do you tend to clap back at them at all, or do you kind of just ignore it? Nicole, how about you?
Mom shaming is like a big thing for me. Like, I hate it. I think it's unnecessary because everybody parents differently, and you shouldn't judge somebody for parenting differently as long as they love their kids. So for me, it's a huge thing. Obviously I don't let it get to me because you don't know what's going on behind closed doors. I'm a great mom. My kids are amazing, whatever. But I just hate the fact that it is a thing and people go through it, and it can really damage a mom. It's bad.
Okay. Tori, how about you?
100%. I think that's one of the worst things. Like, I mean, we can take a lot of stuff. We have thick skin, obviously, but when you act like you're parenting or your kids or something like that, like that's a no-no. Like, you don't cross that line. While I can take it, I'm used to hearing it all. I really still am always in disbelief when I see another mom, like a female, just bringing moms down, bringing women down. I'm like, really?
Horrible.
Like, it's just like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, it's. You would think that everybody would have each other's back nowadays, but we still don't.
Yeah.
How are you both going to be celebrating the holidays this season? Nicole,
I have Christmas Eve at my house, so it's my parents, and it's kind of calm and chill. But I love the fact that it's my parents because they live in New York and I hardly see them, so it's so much fun. They sleep over, they watch the kids open the presents, and then they go home. And then I go to my mother-in-law's for the day. And Christmas is literally my favorite holiday. It just makes everyone happy. And who's calling you?
Oh my God, you guys, I'm so sorry. I'm borrowing the dog's computer and
you're fine.
No worries.
So I just love Christmas, and I start decorating like November 1st. So I'm excited for the holidays.
Yeah. Tori, how about you?
I gotta say, Nicole, I look at your stories and I see all of your decoration and I'm in awe of it. Like, it just looks amazing.
Well, look at yours.
I know.
It's really look amazing.
There's just this one area though.
Oh, it's so pretty though.
It's like straight out of a catalog.
Yes.
So pretty.
We just stay at home. We have such a big family. Like, I have so many kids. We just celebrate. The kids open gifts. It's exhausting. Usually all night wrapping. So at home and then cook Christmas dinner.
Nicole, how about you? Have you gotten all the kids? Are they all wrapped up? All the presents wrapped up?
So I bought everything. I usually buy everything like the first couple weeks in November, so I don't have to stress about it. But nothing is wrapped. But I love wrapping, actually. Like, a lot of people hate wrapping. They're like, oh, I hate it. But for me, it's like therapy. Like, I play Christmas music and I'm wrapping everything with bows. Oh, it's like the best time.
Definitely. What are on your list this year? What are you hoping that you receive this year, Tori?
Oh my gosh. I don't know. Since like I became a mom, it became all about them. I don't think there's anything on my list. I don't know. I'm grateful for my family. I don't need anything, like, honestly. Like, I'm just happy if they're happy.
Definitely. Nicole, how about you?
I mean, same. I feel like once you're a mom, it's just like, all you want is your kids to be happy, your kids to love you and be nice to you. Like, that's literally all I want. And maybe I'll buy myself like a new Gucci purse, but that's it.
I love it.